Welcome to the stream, guys. How's it going? How's it going on this fine day? Let me turn off the desktop audio. There we go. Alrighty, it's great to be back. I'm sorry that I was supposed to be back on this past Tuesday. Needless to say, we got a rescued pet. And it has been a lot of work. And I anticipated it to be work, but I didn't anticipate him to need a lot more care than I thought he would. And it's been a lot, so I apologize. But it took a while to like adjust to that, and he was so scared that it was like I couldn't, like the first night I literally had to sleep downstairs on the sofa because his crate is in our living room. So I didn't want to, like, and they told me, the organization that I got him from said that I'm crate training him, but they also said that like for the first 2 weeks he has to be in a crate. If you're not in the room, or if you're going outside, or if you're leaving the house, he has to be in the crate. And at night he has to be in the crate. And they suggested that I get a crate for upstairs too, but honestly, you know, we're trialing him, so I didn't want to get another crate. And anyway, so, and he is a puppy, so he like eats stuff and all, so I didn't want him to be chewing on stuff he wasn't supposed to. But anyway, that's besides the point. But he really likes his crate, and he wouldn't leave his crate the first few days, but he was like really, really stressed. So it helped him that I slept downstairs the first night. But he's gotten better and all. But he just needs a lot of attention, and I was not prepared to deal with that because I'd never had a dog before, and I didn't think about, like, I don't know, we had a lot of other stuff going on last week, so it was kind of hard to ooh, that's a really good one, to finagle all of that together, but I think I got it now. So that's good at least. Ooh, this is new. Adorable. These are orange. The mic recipe. What's this? Sprinkler recipe. Ooh, we need that. Yes, please. I'll buy both of these. I usually just buy whatever the recipe is. And then I do want this. This is cool. I like the, I don't know if I already have some of these, but I like the orange. Ah, it's so good to be back. But anyways, I think in about an hour, I'm gonna step away for a second just to take him, for his late night potty break before bedtime. Because he is 7 months. So I have to take him, that's part of it, is I literally have to take him out, like, literally, 5 times a day. And he's scared of outside. So it's trying to convince him to go outside. He's gotten better, but he's just, you know, he's been through a lot, so. It's been a learning experience. But anyway, so I got the city area. I really like it. I think it might be one of my favorites so far, and I have been working on like your personal island kind of thing. That's been fun too. I need to make some more road tiles. Oh, okay. And then I just wanted to see, so I just got I got the mic stand. What about sprinkler? maybe we can mess with the garden over here, and we can set up a sprinkler so that I don't have to constantly water it. Because I could, like, expand it a little bit here. How much does the sprinkler... How big of an area does it cover? Like... If I had it there, is it only gonna water the immediate 4 spaces? Or will it water that guy too? Like, maybe I need to... There are so many, oh my god. Okay. And then we like did this. It's gotta be near water. Okay, well I can figure that out later. But let me just set it up so that it's where I want to be. Like maybe I could do some water that goes around. Anyway, it's been a crazy adjustment trying to learn how to train him. And it was really scary when we first got him because we got him like in the evening and we took him out to use the bathroom and he was so scared. Just in general, that literally, like, we had to carry him. Like, the people that had fostered him told us, like, we had to, like, actually actively carry him outside. And we had him on the leash and a harness, and he slipped the harness and the collar and took off, and it was, like, just a horrifying experience because we were scared he was gonna get hurt. You know, it was just like, but my husband was like a brave soul and ran after him and managed to get him back safely. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very proud of him for doing that. Because I mean, he had to, like, run into traffic after the dog. Like, it was, like, crazy. He was just so scared, you know. It's a new place. He had a really traumatic upbringing, and that's hard for a dog like that. Really traumatic puppyhood, and then it has not been stable since, like, has not, like, had stability, so he doesn't understand, you know what I mean, like, it just took him a while, and that's okay. He's so much better, but he's still really scared. For whatever reason, he likes me the most. And I just feel so bad because I feel like I'm not good enough. Like, I just feel like, you know, I don't know. I just hope I can be a good dog parent. But we'll have to see, because there's certain things, like, he's really scared of, he must have gotten abused by a guy, because he's really scared of, like, any guy, including my husband, that, like, literally saved his cute little butt. Terrified of him. All the time. And any guy, like, if we're on a walk, like, does not like guys. And that might be difficult for us to deal with. Because if he can't accept, like, he gets protective of me. And it's like, no, we need to be a family. You have to accept, like, other people in it. And he's just, the poor dog is just terrified. So, you know, I feel really bad, but that's, like, kind of an issue for me. Like, I don't want a dog that's gonna only like me. You know, it needs to be a family dog, because, like, when the cat, like, I have them separated. I've introduced them to each other, like, through the crate, and, like, I've gotten to the point where I have him on a leash, and she's just free roaming or whatever. Because sometimes he does get too excited and I have to correct him. But he's pretty good, but anytime she's up here, because they can't be alone. They can't be together alone yet. It's gonna be a few months before they can be. From what I've been reading and the packet and everything that I was given. But yeah, like, she literally, like, she'll be up here and she'll, like, be playing with something or whatever, and he'll be growling, like, upstairs, and I'm sitting here, like looking upstairs, like, grr, and I'm like, it is her house, sir. You know? Like, but he's a coonhound, so, like, he's a blue tick coonhound / pointer mix. But the coonhounds, that's what they do. They tell you, like, they do the big, like, ow kind of thing anytime somebody's, like, you know, on their territory kind of thing. And it's really good. Like, it tells you, like, it alerts you. Because he's not a barker or anything. Like, he doesn't bark randomly or whatever. But that's just what coonhounds do. And I've had family that has had them before. But yeah, you just feel like it lets you know, like, if somebody's, like, by the door or something. But yeah, he's just gonna have to get used to the cat. But they've gotten along pretty good so far. He's just a puppy, so sometimes he gets a little too excited. And of course, she takes it personally because she's a cat. And she's a baby too. You know, she's like me, just like he is. So. So this is our little city that I've built so far. It still needs a lot of work, but I do have, like, a little Pokemart. I don't really know how you're supposed to use it yet, because he's here managing it, but, like, what do I do? Like, do I need to set up stuff for him to sell? Like, I don't know. Can I sell items? he likes. But yeah, it's just learning how to adjust with that. I was not anticipating such a crazy, like, experience here. I was unprepared. And it didn't help that, like, I didn't know all these things about him. Like, if I would have known he was so scared, I would have immediately ordered an air tag. You know what I mean? I would have immediately, like, I would have done some things differently to accommodate him better. But they, like, didn't think to tell me this until they were literally putting him in our arms. You know, and it's like, oh, these are all the things that he had, you know. And I'm like, okay, well, I would have liked to have known that. Just so that I could accommodate him better. Like, regardless, I'm gonna try with him. Like, I'm not gonna give up on him, but it's just like, you know, maybe he wouldn't have, like, gotten loose or anything if I would have known more. But anyway, so that's besides the point, but yeah. So I'm still building the little Pokestop, but I built this little, like, kind of like, I don't know if you call it like an apartment kind of thing, and I have a bunch of them living there, and then I built a little Pokemon. Most of the smaller animals have their own little tiny homes, and then, I love this little guy. I gotta get him home. What is it? Oh yeah, let me show you guys. So, I just kind of, without really explaining, I showed you guys this. This is what I'm working on. I'm gonna make, like, just a bunch of these, and, like, that's gonna be our design, because I really don't like the yellow, I don't really like this yellow brick. It reminds me of, like, a pool, and this is so much prettier, so I've been building that, doing little outlines with that, but this is the old part, so I haven't replaced that, but you can see what I have done. And I repaired all this road, at least one set of stairs going down here. Ooh, I can get water from here. That's what How do you do it? How do you get the water? So we're gonna make, like, some kind of little area here, maybe right here, where I have this. But yeah, I'm sorry, like, I really, you know, my focus hasn't changed as far as YouTube. I just, life has been so crazy. Like, I was out of town last week, and then this happened. And it's all, like, stuff I have to manage, because my, oh god, that's the wrong one. My husband is, gonna be out of town for a month, literally. So, it's all just me trying to do these things, you know. He was here when we got the dog, obviously. But it's gonna be a lot of me and it does sprinkle a lot more than I thought it would. But it is cool that if it's like right here and you have a break in between, it still works. It doesn't have to be directly next to it like I have it. I just wanted it like that. I felt like it looked nice, but... And we gotta bring some more veggies back. But I finally figured out... Ooh, tomato seeds. I finally figured out, where is it? How to make homes, like have different spaces that are like my home. It took me a really long time to figure that out. So you can literally put like a flag at the top. I thought it just had to be next to it. So like when I would place it here, it would mark, and I thought that my game was broken. But like you could put it on like this step here. I had it there for a while, or you can put it like on top of the building, or like whatever. That'll make it your home. And it took me so long to figure that out. So I hope that helps somebody, because I certainly didn't know that for a while. But yeah. So excited we have sprinklers. That's just huge to me. Because for a while I didn't have that recipe and I really wanted it. Did I not get orange hedges? Oh, I thought they were orange. Him? Yeah. He's just howling, so I'm sorry. But... Hello. I've literally been down there with him all day. Except for like the hour or so that I like ran errands. And I'm with him most of the time. He's just too young and too new to the environment for me to leave him alone in the room. And I was told, like, specifically, like, do not leave him alone. Unless he's in his cage. So. His crate. And he has a comfy, spacious crate. With a bunch of toys and all that. And he likes his crate. If you try to close the crate, he runs in there so that you can't close him out of the crate. He really likes it, but he just wants to be with me, and I understand. But he can't be up here because of the cat. So. And he probably hears me talking as well. I think he's like howling. Let me go see what's up. He shouldn't be howling. He doesn't usually do that. They say you have to, like, talk to him. You have to go say hi if he, like, gets louder and louder. Like, you don't want him to be, like, panicking, you know? But he don't want to be alone. And since I haven't, this is my, like, first time putting streaming into his, like, his schedule, so he's not used to me working at this time. I did do it, like yesterday, I did some recording and stuff, but I did it during the day, so he's just gonna have to learn. And if I stick to, like, a similar time, even if it's a day that I can't stream, you know, he'll know that's the time I go upstairs, or that's the time, you know what I mean, he's by himself. But we're making a schedule of it. But he's just being a bit of a nuisance right now. His kitty's like, oh my god. Why is he doing that? And I don't know why either, honestly. There's nothing I can do about it, except try to talk to him, and then, you know, but he will relax and calm down. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use the other one. This. Man, he is carrying on, like, to a ridiculous extent. And he doesn't need to go out, because it hasn't even been 3 hours. I was gonna take him out at 10:30, just so that, you know, he'd be done for the night. But let me go talk to him again. Because I don't want him to, like, be... Major news. He chewed through the entire harness in the span of, like, not even an hour. And, like, I've been with him all day, you know, and I should have taken the harness off of him, but I didn't think, like, I always take it off of him at night, right? But I didn't think, like, you know, usually he's okay to be in it for, like, an hour or so in his crate. So I don't understand. But I'm gonna have to get in touch with the people. So much for my grand plan for stream tonight. I am so sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to end stream because he did this. And thankfully, the sweet people that fostered him, they live close by and they're gonna give me a harness. So that... another harness. And they're gonna help adjust it and everything and show me to make sure that it's great. And everything. And they're gonna be over soon, so I don't wanna not be there, and Ziggy's like freaking out, you know, so I'm gonna go handle that, and I will try to be back tomorrow with another stream. Maybe we'll try to do Pokopia or something else. And I'll try to get some tips from them too on like what to do, because he just started really freaking out in his grade. Like he was literally like howling and stuff, like panicking, and like he didn't do that before, because he does think of his crate as a safe space, so we'll have to figure something else out. But yeah. this just made me so stressed. Like, I was so comfortable, you know, and now I'm so stressed. But she was saying that this harness in particular is kind of, it was a little tight for him, but the slightly looser one is the one that he slipped out of. So he's like kind of in between harness sizes, and that's why he probably chewed through it too, is because it was just tight and he was just annoyed, you know. But I just am so annoyed because it's just like, thank God they're here and they're close by, because like, how would I walk him? Because he's so scared of the outdoors. Like, he would just take off, you know, and I don't want to lose all the progress that I've made on like getting him to use the bathroom. Maybe that's why he was freaking out a bit more, because the harness was on him. I didn't think about that because I don't usually leave the harness on him when he's in his crate. So maybe that's why he was upset. But he did it yesterday too. Not as bad, but he did it yesterday and I didn't leave the harness on him. So now I know better and I am being very careful about the harness. He's only gonna have it on indoors if I'm sitting next to him in the morning before I take him out again for lunch. This is so crazy. Why I gotta be like this? Why I gotta get like the most difficult dog in the whole world? He is a sweetheart though, and it's very rewarding. I don't have regrets. The only reason that it stresses me out is because I'm just so scared of him, you know, getting away and possibly getting hurt, and I just could not, you know, but it's a big adjustment for everybody, and it's slowly, it's working itself out, you know what I mean? I mean, it's getting somewhere, but it's just, it takes time, and it's a lot of work, and, you know, we're all trying to do our part, and I'm just so thankful for these fosters. These people that fostered him, they've been, like, lifesavers as far as, like, everything. Like, I've had to ask them questions, and, like, they've had to just help us with so much, and they're so nice, and I'm just so thankful, because I would be so lost without them, because it's just me at the moment. And, like, what would you do? Like, it's, like, 10:30 at night. You know, I can't go buy a harness. Where would I go? What would I do? You know? And he's quiet now. He's not even barking. He's quiet. And then they're gonna come here. And then he's gonna get worked up again. It's gonna be a long night, guys. It's gonna be long. And that's the other thing too, is this whole big adjustment and everything. I've just been really, really tired. Like, the amount of times I've fallen asleep on the couch during the day, and I'm like, I'll edit this stream so that way it's a little bit, it's crazy business happening. But, yeah. Hopefully, later this week I can really show you guys the island. Y'all have kind of seen this one, but like, I've worked on the little personal island thing and stuff. And I really want to go to like a cloud island and all that. I haven't done any of that. I was hoping to do it today, but clearly it's not going to work out. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching stream. I'm so sorry that it has been a complete disaster. But hey, at least I'm here today. It is a Sunday, but I felt like, hey, I need to stream because last week I wasn't able to. You know, and I had planned to, so figured I'd at least do this today. Then I'll be back tomorrow. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!